The lawsuit alleges the two officers made the conscious decision not to turn on their body cams during the incident, thereby covering up facts in the shooting of Justine Damon. After 2 years in the making, the Center for Family Peace is finally complete. Open house is scheduled for November 8th, and the public is encouraged to attend to learn more about Anna Marie's alliance. Nathan was standing here on this dock teaching his own children how to swim when he heard a commotion and decided to take action. Now, pending its approval, this 25,000 square foot complex worth nearly $1.4 million in value could be seeing some serious changes. According to crash data, both motorists and pedestrians are equally at fault when it comes to these crosswalk accidents. The best way to avoid this is for both parties to both know and obey all traffic laws. Although we haven't hit below zero yet today, we are expected to see that change in the coming days. Tomorrow, we could reach temperatures as low as 30 below. Again, these temperatures are dangerous, so it's important that you wear appropriate winter clothing, such as gloves, earmuffs, and scarves. With over a dozen different tree species spread through 100 plus acres, customers are sure to find the perfect Christmas tree for the holiday season. Reporting for UTVS News, I'm Tonya Nyberg. What began as a fun Saturday afternoon activity soon turned into the search and rescue of a 4-year-old girl who disappeared in the waters of Quarry 11 at Quarry Park. 32-year-old Nathan Sisk of Foley just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
I was out there with my family, just swimming for the day when we overheard this mother saying that her daughter was missing.
Nathan was standing here on this dock teaching his own children how to swim when he heard a commotion and decided to take action.
When I realized that there was a child that could potentially be in the water, I hollered at everybody in the water that they needed to come out of the water so we could properly look for the girl.
After citizens came together, they found the missing girl under 10 to 15 feet of water and brought her to the shore. According to the Stearns County Sheriff's Office, volunteers then worked together to perform CPR on the young girl until an ambulance arrived. The ambulance then transported her to the St. Cloud Hospital, where she remains in critical condition.
I couldn't have helped without the help of others, you know. Me alone, I couldn't have accomplished anything. It was the collective group, you know, all the volunteers that stepped forward to help look for. They were crucial in this situation.
Reporting for UTVS News, I'm Tonya Nyberg. For some, blizzard-like conditions means delayed school or sleeping in. But that isn't the case for everyone.
I had to be in today at 4 o'clock.
That's right, this St. Cloud State groundskeeper has been working since 4 in the morning. And he's not alone. Him and his team are responsible for clearing snow all over campus, but that sometimes requires an early start.
By the end of the day, you know, you're kind of like, okay, I'm pretty tired at this point, I could use a break.
Plows have been out working all day, but the snow isn't the only thing Minnesotans should be preparing for. The National Weather Service has issued a wind chill watch for the St. Cloud area starting tomorrow morning.
Those kind of wind chills, exposed skin freezes in 5 to 10 minutes.
The National Weather Service says the coming blasts of cold air are life-threatening, dangerous, and brutal.
We have yet to have a day where the temperature stays below zero all day. And on the average, we have 5 of those days in St. Cloud. We have an opportunity, tonight the temperature is going to drop below zero, and it probably isn't going to come back above zero until Thursday or perhaps Friday.
Although we haven't hit below zero yet today, we are expected to see that change in the coming days. Tomorrow, we could reach temperatures as low as 30 below. Again, these temperatures are dangerous, so it's important that you wear appropriate winter clothing, such as gloves, earmuffs, and scarves. Reporting for UTVS News, I'm Tonya Nyberg. Eastside Glass is hard at work as they finish up some of the final touches of what is to become the new headquarters for Liberty Bank. But with the new branch opening, it leaves the question of what will happen to Liberty Bank's current downtown location. Now, pending its approval, this 25,000 square foot complex worth nearly $1.4 million in value could be seeing some serious changes.
We had an opportunity to announce at a city council meeting that the donation of the Generosity of Liberty will transform into a children's museum that will open hopefully within a year from now.
Great River Children's Exploratorium responded to Liberty Bank on Facebook, thanking them for their generous donation of their downtown complex. They say renovations will begin as soon as the donation is finalized and the bank's move is complete.
Well, I believe, again, the core of a city, this downtown, is vital for the city as a whole and the region. We're a core city. St. Cloud has a population of 68,000 people, but a daytime population of 168,000 people.
And with 500 businesses and over 6,000 downtown employees, Liberty Bank's complex will be a prime location for the Great River Children Exploratorium's new home. Reporting for UTVS News, I'm Tonya Nyberg. As the hours of darkness increase during the fall season, studies have shown that so do the numbers of pedestrian-involved accidents and fatalities. According to the Minnesota Department of Transportation, 28 pedestrians have been killed this year alone in the state of Minnesota. Last year, 42 pedestrians were killed and over 1,000 were injured.
The past couple years have been really high for pedestrian fatalities, so much so that that many fatalities haven't occurred since 1991.
In fact, in just the past 10 years, nearly 150 pedestrians and over 220 bicyclists have been killed, making crosswalk safety a top priority.
Not everybody's paying attention to what's going on, and it's really important for both the pedestrian and the driver to be looking and even making eye contact with each other to make sure the other person notices you and that you get the nod to go ahead.
Staying safe while crossing could be as simple as knowing basic crosswalk laws. This includes obeying all traffic signs and signals, motorists stopping for pedestrians at marked crosswalks, and finally proceeding after pedestrians have crossed. According to crash data, both motorists and pedestrians are equally at fault when it comes to these crosswalk accidents. The best way to avoid this is for both parties to both know and obey all traffic laws.
I think it just goes back to the fact that everyone needs to be responsible for themselves, and we're all people, whatever our mode of transportation is.
Reporting for UTVS News, I'm Tonya Nyberg. Hello and thanks for joining us this Saturday. First at 10, more illnesses linked to a campground in southeastern Minnesota. Well, still ahead at 6, some big moves today by the Vikings and Gophers. But first, a Minneapolis man who survived a traumatic fire has found a new purpose with a foundation that helped him heal. Finally at 5, a Minnesota boy has been named the winner of a national costume contest. The goal? Dress up like characters from Netflix's hit series, Stranger Things. And look at this, the resemblance uncanny. In case you can't tell, 9-year-old Henry Pearson of Stanchville, Minnesota is on the left there, and Stranger Things character Dustin there on the right. Henry's prize, check this out, a very limited edition of the Schwinn bike. It's an exact replica of Dustin's bike in the show. Hello and welcome back. Well, if you plan on catching a bus to the Minnesota State Fair, as nearly half of attendees did last year, you may need to adjust your plans. Florida Governor Rick Scott has ordered 8 state troopers to be stationed at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in response to wanting more security. Katie, can you tell us a little bit more about the background of the shooter? Did he have a criminal record prior? I don't know what I would do if I saw a monkey on the loose.
I don't know.
That's insane.
I think you have to call animal control probably.
I'd probably just take it home.
Yeah. Spring officially started on Tuesday morning.
It did.
It doesn't feel
crazy.
Like it.
We've still got some snow in the area, it seems like.
Chilly temperatures too.
But not too bad actually.
Right,
I kind of enjoy it. Cassidy, we have had some warm weather lately, so it's about time that we do get that snow this season. Throwing it over to Hunter McCullough with our full weather forecast. Hunter, what can you tell us about that expected snowfall? Still lots of talk about rain, especially tonight. You said, so my one question for you is, are you going to give me a ride home after this?